Happy Tuesday. All right, so today we have one new local community case, and we're not concerned about this at all because it's linked to that Sunnybank cluster. It's a 15-year-old girl who's a student at St Thomas More College and a close contact. So once again, a big thank you to all those families who are doing absolutely the right thing and staying at home. You are keeping Queenslanders safe. We also have one case detected in hotel quarantine. We have done 13,396 tests in the past 24 hours. Queensland Health delivered 20,928 vaccines, so we now have 56.68% have got one dose of vaccine and 38.33% are fully vaccinated. And of course, yesterday we started with our young teenagers. Our 12 to 15-year-old children were eligible to receive the Pfizer. I can confirm that already 9,000 doses have been administered to children aged between 12 and 15, and we have 15,127 children booked in. So if you're a parent and you have a child who's between that age group, they are now eligible for Pfizer, and I urge you to go ahead and do this. It's happening around the world. I think the US has started 12 to 15-year-olds, and I think it was announced today on the BBC that they're doing that in the UK as well. So let's get as many people as we can fully vaccinated. So with those few words, I'll hand over to Dr. Young. Thanks.
Yes, excellent news, and thank you very much to those 1,000 families. I'm sure it is tough spending that 2 weeks in quarantine, but absolutely critical. So we had that one new case, another child who attends the same school, so it's not surprising. And they'll be then managed, and their family, of course. So this is very good news, it looks like, due to the fantastic contact tracing work and the superb work done by that family, that we've managed to get this outbreak controlled so quickly. But we know that we could have another case come into Queensland at any time, so could everyone please continue to do that work and come forward and get tested with only the most minor of symptoms, any symptoms at all. Just come forward and get tested. Doesn't matter where you live in the state, because this could pop up anywhere, and so that we can move forward and not have to continually be concerned about these cases, it's really, really important that everyone 12 years of age or older comes forward and gets vaccinated as soon as possible. Thank you.
So we do thank all of those families who are quarantining. It is important that we support these families over these 2 weeks while they are isolating themselves. As we've seen now, we have 4 households containing students from the St Thomas More School. So once again, it reminds all of us the importance of contact tracing and quarantining as quickly as possible, and remembering how all this started, which is a mum having the sense to taking her daughter to go get a COVID test even though she only had a headache. So we thank everyone who's coming out and getting tested for even the most mild of symptoms. That is the only way we're going to know whether we have COVID in our community. And of course, keep going out wearing your mask, social distancing, good hygiene, and go get vaccinated. So we've got more sites opening up. Yesterday we opened the Toowoomba site. We have Cairns, of course. We now have the Brisbane Entertainment Centre, the Brisbane Convention and Exhibition Centre, and many sites right across Queensland. So please jump online, find your local GP, your community pharmacy, or a Queensland Health community hub, and go get vaccinated.
Thank you, Premier. If I could just start with our borders, 8,332 vehicles intercepted yesterday. We did see an increase in the numbers that were turned around, so 248 all up were turned around yesterday. So the reminder is for everyone, particularly coming out of that cross-border zone, to make sure that they have the right pass before they get to the border, and also if they are coming across for work, essential work, that they must have had that vaccination and being able to prove that that initial shot. So please work with us on that, otherwise our officers will have no alternative but to turn them around. Overall, the compliance and people working with was excellent, only one fine issued. And as far as the traffic flow goes, I'm advised that at 7 a.m. this morning, the M1 was a 19-minute delay. All other crossings were less than 5 minutes, so that's good, but please do be prepared for delays that may occur. At our domestic air, we saw 356 persons processed, 97 were placed into quarantine, 44 were relocating people, and 37 were returning Queenslanders, 9 were refused entry. So again, for people coming back into Queensland from interstate, they must do the system as it applies now, particularly for returning, relocating Queenslanders. If they do not have a special exemption, they need to apply for the border pass, upload the evidence they need of where their residence is and proof of identity. Then they must wait to be engaged by our assessors, who will talk to them about the day that they can come in and when the hotel quarantine room is guaranteed. We have seen some people travelling before that process has been completed, and that means they're hitting the airport without the appropriate entry authorisations, and that's a problem. So please work with us on that. Thank you.
I'm happy to take a few quick questions. No questions? It's just at the same school. Is that right? Correct, yeah.
The voluntary assisted dying legislation
yes.
was the centrepiece election promise last year. Why have you handed responsibility over to the Deputy Premier?
No, I haven't. We have been working on this together as a cabinet, and it's a conscience vote for members of my government. And let me just run through with the public how it will work this week. So this week we'll be extending the sitting hours till 9:30 on Tuesday evening and Wednesday evening, and members will be able to cast their vote before the Parliament rises at 6:30 on Thursday. As I said, we will be devoting this week to address voluntary assisted dying. There has been 3 years of consultation on this bill, and this is the opportunity for this historic law reform to actually pass through the Queensland Parliament. So as I said, it is a conscience vote on my government side, and I want to thank everybody for the work that they have done.
But you introduced the bill. How come
Correct.
it's taking control?
Well, that happens all the time, so there's no problem with that.
Did you take amendments to caucus yesterday?
No. No, not at all. No, so what we did and what Cabinet endorsed to take to the caucus was some principles that some of our church-based faith groups had raised, and we believe that the Law Reform Commission did an excellent job with the bill after a lot of consultation. We believe they got that right, and these guidelines and principles will make it a bit clearer for some of the church-based institutions about how a person would be transferred. And remember, this is in the very, very minor circumstances.
The Cabinet did consider making amendments?
No, they didn't. No, they did not. Lydia, you've got it completely wrong. Okay? Thanks, everyone. Thanks.